receipt, as soon as he throws that, boom. Okay. When I'm throwing the cross, what makes this punch so effective is good. Now this is super advanced again, guys. This isn't for the beginner.
What's going on, guys? What's going on, man? Man, let me tell you guys something. This has been a very, 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 very successful week as far as the live streams go. We've been having some really good topics. I think 3 days this week, I went live for over 2 hours. Last night, we were live for over 2 hours. It started off with the Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight. We had a nice conversation. We talked to people. Everybody let their predictions go. And then it turned into a freaking motivational discipline diet conversation that was super dope. My man, Mr. Moonshine from Punch Drunk Boxing was here last night. We were on the live to about 2 in the morning or something like that, Eastern time, man. It was super, super late, but we were on there late. Usually I go live around 11 o'clock. I got to say, I go live around 11 o'clock. And I've just been curious to see if the numbers would do good, around 8 o'clock Eastern time. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to test the waters, see if this live picks up. And then if not, of course, depending on how I feel, maybe I can get back on here a little bit later when I know there's more people. Last night we had a good amount of people. We had a really good conversation, and it was super dope, man. I just gotta say, man, it's super motivational, and it's giving me some really good ideas for the month of December. You know what I'm saying? I also had some other really good lives throughout the week, man. Let me go ahead and go through because, man, I be forgetting because I be having so much stuff in my brain. I don't even be remembering sometimes some of the stuff that I be talking about. But for instance, on Monday we talked about how to box without a trainer. That was a good one. Eddie Chambers was on there with me. We talked for about, let me see. Yeah, we talked for a while. 2 hours and 4 minutes. Reasons why beginner boxers fail. We did that 2 days ago. That was a really good one. 2 hours and 17 minutes. How to be successful if you're starting late. That was a dope live. That was 53 minutes, but it was very effective. And then yesterday, 2 hours and 53 minutes. So that means we was on for almost 3 hours yesterday. And now I'm on here right now. So depending on the vibes, depending on the energy, depends on how long I stay on here. I do want to try to stay on here and see if we can make this 8 p.m. Eastern time thing pop off. So we'll see what happens, man. Let me see who's in here. We got Melt Away. What's good? What's going on, champ? We got DJ. What's good? Quick question. I'm just doing boxing for fitness and reaction. Can I still lift weights? Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. My man Spawn, where were you, man? You ain't been here the last few lives, man. I guess too late for you. I guess I'll be going on here too late. Anyway, I'm on here a little earlier today. I think people... Yo, that's funny. That's funny. How about 100%? See, you pushing it, man. You're pushing it. That was good, though. That was good, man. You know what? Ghetto Dora, you guys need to say... Big shout out to Ghetto Dora. I wasn't even thinking about talking about this yet, but right now he did that same joke and it got 90% off of the Master Boxing Bundle, guys. So right now for Black Friday, you go to CoachAnthonyBoxing.com, obviously. You can get all of my courses for 90%. He came in here and trolled me that same exact way he just did right now. You're not getting 100, champ. You're not getting 100. But what I will say is you're going to get 90%. 90% is close enough to 100, guys. You also get a free coaching call, and you'll also get my latest course that I haven't even released yet to the public, which is Drillers Make Killers, man. A bunch of good drills on there, man. Super, super dope. So I highly suggest that you guys, if you really want, did I mention the coaching call? The free coaching call that's going to actually help you put together a plan, and we're going to actually figure out how to take your boxing to the next level. You know what I mean? So anyway, so you guys know, you guys go to the website, you guys will absolutely get everything for 90% off. But Ghetto, man, that was funny, man. Hey, that's funny, man. This is perfect timing for a night owl in London. Okay, listen, if you're a night owl in London, this is a good time. But a lot of people from London were waking up yesterday, and I was talking to them, man. So listen, we were on here late, man. I noticed that the numbers were pretty strong when I go around 11 o'clock. So I'm testing this right now. You know what I mean? This depends. I want to talk to as many people as I can. And of course, you can always watch these later, but like I said, I don't think I'm keeping the lives on after No Days Off November. So whatever lives we do, and when No Days Off November is done, I believe I'm going to take them off my channel. So you want to hit the bell notifications, and you definitely want to be able to catch some of these, because there's some really good information that we're sharing throughout the week. You know what I mean? And we have some nice talks, man. Caesar, good to see you, Coach. If you get bored, call Eddie Chambers. Yeah, Eddie's been busy, man. So we'll see if we can get Eddie back on here. I tried to get him on here. He was on here earlier this week. That's why you got to make sure them bell notifications on so you don't miss nothing. We'll see next year. Yeah, we're going to see. You're going to see that 90% off ain't even happening next year. You got me this year. I'll give you that, Ghetto. You got me this year. I'm giving the 90%. You know what I'm saying? You tested me. But I'm glad you tested me with this, because now, this still gives me an opportunity to make a little bit of money, but at the same time, I can offer this to as many people who can actually grab it now. So I'm super excited for everybody who gets it. I'm super excited to get on the coaching calls with everybody who gets the early bird special. The coaching call is simply an early bird special, okay? After probably today or tomorrow, I'm going to take the coaching call out, and it's just going to be the bundle. So if you guys really want to get the coaching call on top of the Master Boxing Bundle, I suggest you don't wait till Black Friday. Like, I'm literally started a Black Friday sale on Monday, so you guys can get it early. And I'm trying to incentivize you guys to really start now, so I can get on a call with you personally, talk to you, see where you're at, see how I can help you with your boxing. So yeah, that's that. And we're gonna definitely have some nice talks and some nice conversations tonight, guys. We just warming up, so. Just saying what's up to everybody. We got Caesar, Coach Anthony the best. Thank you so much, man. How about free mitt work with you? Do it for the people. Damn, you guys are killing me, man. Everybody's trying to beat me up right now, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, champ. If I ever see you, depending on how I feel that day, maybe I will give you a few rounds in the mitts. Why not, man? You're a good boxer, man. Only thing I will say is you ain't been posting in the community. You're in the new community, the Facebook community. We're no longer doing the other community. I moved the community to Facebook, champ. So I need you to post in there. And there's some real good talent in there now, too. You're not the only one who could fight in the community now. We got some talent in there, man. I'm trying to compete one time. How many days a week should I be training? I mean, as much as you can. As much as you can. I'm going to suggest 5 to 6 days if possible if you're looking to compete. 3 at bare minimum, but you still got to be doing something else on the other days. You know what I mean? But you definitely need to be under the guidance of a coach in person if you want to compete. So for instance, I got the Coach Anthony 2.0, and what I do in the 2.0, which is similar, so if you guys get the Master Boxing Bundle, right? You get on a coaching call with me, we put the plan together. But if we decide to move forward and you decide to do the 2.0 program, I guide you, but you still have to have a coach. You still have to have somebody who's working with you in real time. I won't coach somebody online that doesn't have a coach working with them in real life if they want to actually compete, because somebody has to be there physically with you. And I'm only saying that to you is because if you're training by yourself right now and you want to compete, that's not a good thing. You need to have a coach with you helping you if you want to actually fight. Fighting and training for boxing are two different things, you know what I'm saying? So just if you really want to compete, you got to make sure you're training. El Futuro, what's going on, man? This is actually somebody who I wanted to get on here and talk. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you the link. He's actually one of my. Listen, right there in the chat, El Futuro, and click that link and get in here. He's actually one of my 2.0 members, and his son's a hell of a boxer, man. You got to see his son fight. So I would love for him to come on here and talk to you and let you guys see what we've been doing inside the program. Let's see right here. Joke aside, how about, of course, focus on physical strength, like strength and conditioning. I know you're heavy back horse, but could you do more? Don't you? Yeah, I'll put something together for you guys. We got more courses coming soon, guys. We got more stuff coming. I put out 16 courses. Drillers Make Killers has not been released to the public yet. Only people who are in the 2.0 got it right now, and the Master Boxing Bundle. But yeah, listen, the goal is to continue to put out courses, continue to provide guys with stuff. So let me go ahead and bring my man Carlos in. Carlos,
what's up, Coach?
What's going on, man? So you guys know this is Carlos. He's in my 2.0 program. He's not an actor. He's really in the program. I'm really training his son, helping him train his son Aiden, who is a fantastic boxer, by the way. Tell me, man, what made you sign up to the program, and how have you liked it so far?
Well, I've been. We originally had a coach that was coaching my son, and he got sick. He got sick pretty bad, and he was unable to coach him anymore. So we were kind of left with no coaching. So I came across. I've been following Coach Anthony for a long time. I've been watching his videos and stuff. So you had an offer that you put out. You brought the 2.0 that you offered that day, and I actually took it on because I really needed someone to help me guide my son through this boxing journey. And we didn't have a schedule or a routine that we did or anything. I was just doing things the way I knew how to do them. But we came across your program, and we signed up, and ever since, Aiden's been looking tremendous. I've seen tremendous improvement. He has been. We have been doing the program exactly like you personally made it for us. And that was the cool thing, is that you actually made. I got the bundle, the master bundle, but on top of that, you made a program for me that I follow every day, that we do every day, and like we talked earlier, we talked about maybe, keeping it like that, but later we're gonna make some changes. And honestly, just by doing that, it's working. Aiden's loving it. I've actually also been using it on some of the guys in the gym, and I've seen a lot of improvement in them too. They can do more rounds. They throw more punches. They're looking pretty good, honestly. And on
Yeah,
top of that, Coach, I've been using your bundles. I have a couple of greener guys that I've been using the courses on, and it's a lot of information, man, in there. And you only can use so much, and you have so much to go to, It's like it's never ending. So it's a pretty good program.
yeah, man. I'm excited to work with you guys, man. Aiden is a tremendous talent. I wish that I could show. What I'm gonna do is I might have to bring you back on here with Aiden again, maybe next week.
Yes.
We could talk about basically what we're talking about now again, right? But I'm gonna try to get his videos on here so we can show the people how talented your son really is. I don't think people are quite aware of how good your son is. How many fights does he have?
Aiden only has 11 fights.
He has 11 fights.
11
Okay.
fights.
How old is he now? 14, correct?
He's 14 right now, yeah.
Right. And when did he start?
Man, I started him. He actually started going to a gym since he was 8. But I started him at home since he's 5, playing around,
And what's your background in boxing? Like did you fight as a professional, amateur? Like what's your background?
Well, I've been in boxing for a while, coach. I started boxing when I was 14, 13 years old. I'm in the 40s right now, so
Right.
but I never did. And what happened with me, I never got to do any amateur fights because I got into a real bad car accident, and I couldn't do it no more. It was over right there. So, but I was in the gym all the time, helping the other guys. I was in the gym, in and out, and I've been around it forever, since I was 14, 13 years old.
Right.
So, but when Aiden was born, you already know, I was like, he's going to box. So, I started kind of, he would look at the gloves because I had a bunch of equipment. He would grab them and stuff like that. And, he started falling in love with it, and so I took him to a boxing gym at 8. So he's, Aiden started around 8 when he was 8 years old.
Okay, so you've been moving him relatively slow because I had a kid that I trained, and and he started at 8, and by the age of 11, we already racked up about, I don't know, 35 amateur fights. By the age of 12, he had like 40 something amateur fights. So we racked up quite a bit quickly.
Right.
He's been boxing since he was 8, but he's only got 11 fights. So even though a good amount of fights for a 14-year-old, somebody who's 17 years old or 20, who never fought before, saying, damn, he's 14, already fought 11 times. But
yeah,
relatively,
coach, you also got to understand, there's on this side over here, and the side I'm from, there's not a lot of boxing out here. Like you have to travel, you have to travel 3 or 4 hours to go to any shows. There's not a lot around here. Like,
and where are you located?
Arkansas.
You in Arkansas? Okay.
Yeah. There's not a lot. So if there is, sometimes there's like they're probably about 4 hours away. We'll travel, and sometimes you can't match. It's hard to find. So we try to pre-match them, and it's hard. It's hard to find matches when he was younger. Taking the drive just to go there, it's kind of.
And it's crazy because after you sign up to the program, you actually sent me a picture of when I met you in the Nationals, when I had a couple of kids in the Nationals back in 2019.
Yeah, man.
Realize it, man. So it's crazy that, you actually, did keep up with my journey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I met you when Gino, what's the kid's name? Bino, yeah. You have a YouTube video, coach, and in that YouTube video, you had Bino. You were recording him. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, the journey. It was like Road to the Nationals.
Yeah, right behind you, you'll see me and Aiden. I'm right behind you. Like we were like right next to you, coach.
Wow.
I reckon. I've been watching your videos for a long time. I've been following you.
That's an honor, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I really love your style, though. Like, I really love that style that you teach. The way you teach, it's like, it's the real deal, man. It's the real deal, honestly.
Yeah. So what would you tell people? Obviously, I'm trying to encourage people to join the program. What would you tell somebody who's hesitating, somebody who's not sure, somebody who's like, man, can you really learn how to do this online. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people who might think it's bullshit. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
And you ain't, like I told you guys, this ain't an actor. I ain't pay him to do this. This is a real member of my program.
Exactly.
So what would you tell the people, man? Honestly, your honest opinion. I don't need you to sugarcoat it. Keep it real.
My honest opinion is, don't think about it twice. If you want to invest in yourself or someone that you want to help out, honestly, you're not gonna be disappointed. You know, it's the real deal. It sounds too real to be true, but it's the truth. I mean, coach will keep up with you. He'll text you. He'll send you messages. He'll keep up with you, and also the courses, man. The courses are so easy to follow. They're so, like, it's the thing I like about the courses is that you teach step by step, coach. You teach how to do it, and I mean, the only thing that probably is you have to really get in there and do it. The knowledge is there. It's a real deal, and you will learn if you get in the program. I promise you will learn. It's for real.
Yeah, man. And I enjoy working with you. I actually just had another father sign up yesterday, and his kid has man, he might have 11 or 14 fights as well. He's from Boston. Big shout out to Chris and Nico. That's his son's name, Nico.
Oh yeah. I seen it.
They just signed up yesterday. So his father,
he's in the same boat I am.
His father wants to learn how to coach his son. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy. It's like, I'm like, well, I've been through this situation, and his boy already knows how to box. His boy fought. So it's like working with guys like you. A lot of people think that I only work with fighters or beginners or professionals or whatever people may have the misconception, not realizing that I work with fathers, I work with coaches. I have coaches in the program that have gyms who want to be better at coaching. Some people, they don't want me to put their stuff out there, so I deal with them privately in a private matter. So with all those things, I'm getting a phone call from Eddie Chambers as we speak. Yeah. Eddie, live, man, you want to get on here in a little bit?
Yo, I'm in New York.
Oh, you in New York? Okay, well, let me call you back, bro.
Call me right back.
We got Eddie Chambers in New York right now, guys. So
okay.
But what was I saying? Oh yeah,
about the father and son.
I deal with everybody. I got a female in the program. I know you've seen Shri. She's a big part of the program. She's super. I love working with her because she's so excited to get better, and you can see her progression quickly. And I work with everybody. I work with everybody differently. You know what I'm saying? I don't work with everybody the same. Some people, I do different programs with other people. It's not like a generic program. It's like it's custom to you and your situation. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And on top of that, coach, we got on the call the first time, and I got all the courses, included with the calls and everything. But the thing I really liked is that you cut, besides all the courses, you got in there and you customized something, especially for Aiden, because you've seen his videos, you've seen what he could do. So you went off of that and you added what you seen that he needed, and we've been doing it for 1 month, man. We're already, we're still excited, man. I'm seeing progress. So my message is, that if anybody really wants to sign on and they want to take their boxing journey into like a next level, hit them up, sign up. You won't regret it.
I really appreciate you saying that. Next week, I'm going to bring you back on here. You might have to sound like a broken record for some of the people who done it. But the difference is I'm going to put together a collage of Aiden's training. So I want you to record Aiden's training a little bit more. Send it to me so I can post it. The people really got to see your son's talent. Like, he's a really talented kid, and he's just a baby in boxing, really. Like,
yeah, he is.
He's got so much upside. So, you know, the fact that you're putting this effort as a father, you know, a lot of coaches will say the fathers should not get involved with the kids, and it's rightfully so. If your son has a coach already, you do have to know how to play your father role and let the coach do his job.
Right.
I dealt with a lot of fathers in my journey where I couldn't work with the kids anymore because the fathers overstepped their boundaries with the coaching, right?
Right.
Your kid. But if you're going to be the father and you feel like your son's not getting the training that he needs, who better than the father to learn the skills and be able to do the stuff because you love your son, you love your child.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, so I'm all for helping fathers as long as fathers know their role, what they're good at. You know, I had a girl that I trained for many years. Her name is Natalie Dove. She was ranked #1 in the country. I think I'm gonna bring her on next week and talk about some female boxing.
Okay.
A young lady in boxing, you know, be a different topic. But her father was very involved with her because, you know, he was helping her whole life. And then when they brought her to me, you know, she was probably like 14 years old and she already had fought a couple of times. And the father, I let him be an assistant coach. I said, you know what?
Damn.
Usually I don't like working with fathers because I want to do it my way. But he was so motivated. I said, as long as you listen to me and let me do my job, you can be my assistant coach. And he assisted her with me. And we had a lot of success together, you know?
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
you know, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things that it's all about understanding, you know. And it seems like you're taking over the coaching position for your son at this point of your career with him, or his career, I should say. And you know, you're doing the right thing, man. And you never know, man. The future holds. He might end up being in my hands one day, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I would love that. You know. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man. I really enjoy. Ever since I joined, man. It's all the stuff you guys talk about, you know, it's like, you know, you get lost, you know, you don't know what to do sometimes. But, you know, ever since, man, I've got stuff to do in the gym for my son. Like we don't run out of stuff. We don't run out of stuff to do. Like we're always doing something, you know.
Right. That's dope, man. So yeah, man, listen, I'm gonna let you enjoy it. Where's Aiden at?
He's here.
He's here. Tell him to say what up to the people, man.
Go get Aiden.
You can just say what's up real quick. Maybe tell him to throw a little shadow boxing real quick for me, real quick. Just a little. Right. Let him turn around real quick.
Okay, I got you. He's coming. Yeah, man, coach, man. It's ever since I joined, man, this is just I was thinking about just, I don't know, man. I was thinking about maybe taking him out, you know, and not even going no more, man. Honestly, but he loves boxing so much, man, that, you know.
Man, look, that kid. When I seen him switch southpaw and go back to orthodox, you know, I said, "Nah, this kid's serious."
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's serious.
Yeah, he is. He really loves the coach.
Yeah,
man. So
some people are born to do this. So I think he might be one of those guys.
Yeah, here he is right there. Hey, do some, Coach.
No, tell him to say what's up first. Tell him to say what's up.
Say what's up, man. What's up?
Yo,
you're on the live with.
Yo, Aiden, man. You mind shadow boxing real quick? Show people your skills.
Shadow boxing, you said?
Shadow boxing?
Yeah, let me just do something quick, man. Let these people see what you got. Like,
do some switches.
Get him from a side angle, Pops. Get him from a side angle.
Let me switch it over. Hold up.
My boy's sharp. Y'all better watch out.
All right, hold on. You ready? Go to the side. Go to the side.
Yeah, let me get a side angle of you. Show him that southpaw switch.
Show him the southpaw switch. Stay back though. Show him the southpaw switch.
You see, I ain't even see him switch. You see how you did that? That's nice. That's it, champ. I'm gonna get the videos, put it with the heavy bag videos, put it all on here, share with the people some of your sparring, man. I want people to see your talent, champ. How many fights you got again? 11?
10.
11.
Oh, you got 10. No, you got 11. Is it 11 or 10?
10.
Okay. My bad, coach. I thought it was 11.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go, guys. Carlos, man, thank you so much, man. I'm gonna bring you on here again next week.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna talk some more, man. You've been a blessing, man. I appreciate you, man. And we'll talk about adding those calls to the program too when we get out.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Man. Later, man. See ya. Big shout out to Carlos Rodriguez, Aiden Rodriguez, man. I'm super excited to work with those guys, man. As you can see, his father is genuine. His boy could fight. You got to see his sparring, man. That's when you really get to see it. But that's what this is all about, guys. I want you guys to see what this program is about. You're not getting some bullshit. You're not getting some. I actually put out an email today. It's called the No Bull. I should change the name from the Black Friday Steal to the No BS Black Friday Deal, because it's no bullshit. This is real. This is what I'm doing right now online. Is I'm trying to change the way people who want to learn online learn. You see what I'm saying? I want you guys to understand that you can actually have access to real boxing information customized to you, you know what I mean? And have great courses and great material that you can always go back to if for whatever reason you just want to study on your own, you just want to learn on your own. Half the questions you have, I already answered them in the course if you actually take time to go through the course. I had a guy who actually hit me up who's in the 2.0 program, had the Master Boxer bundle before he signed up to the program. And he asked me a few questions, and I told him, "Hey, man, did you check out this course?" And he's like, you got to actually watch the course. You can't buy the course, not watch the course, and then be like, well, I didn't know it's already in there. But you have to put in the time to actually pay attention and learn. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, I'm glad that Carlos came on here. He was more than willing to, share his experience. And we just getting started. Remember, I just opened up 2.0 last year. If you want to be part of 2.0, the best way to do it right now, if you want to save a whole bunch of money, is you grab the Master Boxing bundle, all right, and you get the free coaching call, and then we'll go ahead and proceed from there. Black Friday, this is something I've never done before. I never went this big on a percentage before. So going into next year, everything's changing. These rates is done. We're moving and we're doing things differently. So I want you guys to take advantage of this. Oh, snap. I see you, Shree. Shree in the house. 2.0 is amazing, but heads up, coach will keep you accountable for real. So if you guys know Shree, I'm going to bring you on here. I want you to share your experience as well, maybe next week. I know we got a call tomorrow. And so for sure, after we have our talk and stuff like that, hopefully you would be more than kind to get on here and share your experience. Shree is super dope, super positive, and an amateur boxer. I think you have one fight and or one or two fights somewhere in that area. And it shows, man, and she's learning very quick. Her learning curve is great. So anyway, guys, I'm just on here to let you guys know what we got going on, man. My man Tim Lane said, wow, Aiden Sharp, future world champ, 100%, man. If he sticks with it, you know what I'm saying? If he sticks with it, that boy fast. Yeah, he's fast and he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, man. I mean, you couldn't even really see what he can really do in that little space that he had. You know what I mean? He just threw something together real quick. But the kid, I'm super stoked to work with him, man. You know what I mean? He's a real talent. Like I've been lucky. I've been getting some real talented people signing up to the program. Like I said, a father just signed up yesterday. His kid is talented. I can't wait to work with him. I haven't even worked with him yet. They signed up. They paid for everything. And I'm just waiting to get everything that I ask in advance before I go ahead and evaluate them. So you guys can have a little rundown of how I do things is when we get on the call, first we got to find out what your goals are. Then we got to find out where your experience level is. Then I'm going to need to actually see it. And that's the difference between 2.0 and just buying courses, right? I need to actually see where you're at. You can tell me whatever you want. Yo, I could fight. I could do this. I could do that. I don't want to hear about it. I got to see it. So then once I see it, then I can go ahead and get back to you on another call. And in that call is where we're going to go over, okay, well, based off of what I see, this is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do. This is the course that I want you to look at this moment in time. And then that's how we build you up and we get on a nice little chemistry. And if you're serious, you're going to do the things I'm asking you to do. What's dope about working with Carlos is he's the coach. So he's actually coaching his son. I tell him what I want him to work on with his son, and he's actually doing it. The same thing that I'm going to do with my man Chris, and with a situation like Shri, she's self-efficient, she's self-motivated. So when I tell her to do something, she's real quick to post the videos. She's real quick to message me. She'll message me. Usually I'm the one messaging everybody. She'll message me, Coach, I did this today. I did that today. So she lets me know that she's really working. That's why it's a pleasure to work with her. So, and that's only a few. And we're talking about, we got over 100 people in the community right now. The community's grown. We just started this thing last month. So guys, now is the time. There's no reason to hesitate, okay? I don't want to sound like that salesman guy who's just trying to, listen, I got videos all over YouTube. You guys can watch them. But if you guys want to really take your boxing to the next level, there's no doubt in my mind that this is the program for you. And there's no doubt in my mind that I know you'll never get it for a better price than what I'm offering right now. So guys, you guys know what to do. Doing my shadow boxing while watching you. Okay, champ, I see you. Had 3 fights. Yeah, definitely will jump in sometime next week when I'm not working. Thank you, Shri. Okay, you had 3 fights. My bad. I knew it was somewhere in that area. Okay, 3 fights. Very, very dope. Coach Anthony, what's your email address? I would like to discuss doing a Zoom session or send videos of myself boxing in the gym. So I only evaluate the videos to people who actually sign up to the program. I got to make that very clear. Listen, I made a post today on my Instagram, okay? I got so many DMs, is out of control, right? And so many people send me videos all the time. Like they're just, hey, coach. They don't even say, hey, coach. They go, what am I doing? And they send me the video. What am I doing wrong? And they send me the video. I love your YouTube channel. Tell me the mistakes I'm making. They just send me the video, right? It's like, yo, like, I don't even know you, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, just give you answers? Like, no, we're not doing that. So this is what we're going to do. We can schedule a call. You can go to the website, actually have a booking. You can actually book a call. There's a questionnaire that you have to fill out. Or you can just go ahead, grab that master boxing bundle, and the call will be automatically, and we'll schedule it. And then we can go ahead and move forward with the 2.0. And the only reason I say that, I'm only dealing with people who are invested into the program who are dead serious. If you're serious, I'm serious. If you're not serious, I ain't serious. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm moving, because my time is very valuable and I'm not here to waste your time. And I don't want you to waste my time. And I'm not, coming at you in any way. I respect you. But I just want people to know the energy that I'm on. This is a serious program for people who are serious about what they're trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? Good stuff. Thank you, champ. Can you give us a brief overview of what Drillers Make Killers is revolved around? So Drillers Make Killers is actually something that you can get right now in the Master Boxing Bundle. I'm not selling it individually yet. I haven't even released it. If you go to my individual courses, you're not going to be able to get it. So right now, like if somebody said, I just want Drillers Make Killers, can't get it, right? But it's in the Master Boxing Bundle in the 2.0 program. Now, what does it involve? It's a lot of defensive drills, things that you could do with a partner, right? Basic stuff for people who are learning the craft, people who want to get better at defense. You're going to need a partner for a lot of these drills. You can't do these drills by yourself, the defensive drills. And then then I got a bunch of heavy bag drills to zero in, like form, technique, angles, footwork. So this is Drillers Make Killers Volume 1. To be honest with you, it's Volume 1. So there's going to be a series of these. Okay, I got so much in here when it comes to this boxing. Like I haven't even given you guys everything that I have. You know what I'm saying? As far as information goes, I've given a whole lot. Like Carlos will tell you, we and him were having a conversation. He said, dude, there's so much information in the courses. Like it's just never ending. I'm like, yeah, and guess what? There's more. You see what I'm saying? So my goal next year is to get as much stuff out as I can for you guys. But right now, Drillers Make Killers Volume 1 is extremely stacked with real fundamental drills that are going to help you in real situations, real fight situations, and is really good for the person who's learning defense. The heavy bag segment is really good for all levels. And even the people who are experienced are going to benefit from the partner drills, because the partner drills, you can never get enough of simulating a person throwing punches at you, slipping and rolling. You know what I'm saying? The basics, the fundamentals, guys, the fundamentals that win fights. No bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't like cursing publicly online, but I can't stress that this is a no bullshit situation. Like, I see too much of it on the internet. And at this point, me and Eddie was actually talking on Monday, like, at this point, enough's enough. So I think I've been very humble. I think that I've been really cool. I don't criticize nobody. I don't call nobody out. But there's levels to this. And I got to make sure that you guys understand that what I'm providing is the real deal stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I got the fighters to prove it. I got the resume to prove it. And this is why I want you guys to be involved with this. No problem. I'm about to course first. Yeah, champ. And we'll get on a call ASAP. You won't be waiting to get on a call with me. You know what I'm saying? We'll get on that call ASAP and we will move forward. And you're going to be very happy, man. You're going to be very happy. You know what I mean? My goal is to make sure everybody who comes through the program is just as happy as, you know, Shri and Carlos and everybody else who's in the Master Boxing Bundle. Some people choose to want to keep it private. I got some people that just don't want to be, you know, publicly told, like, hey, man, is it okay that I just keep it private? And that's okay with me. If you want to keep it private, I get it. Some people are trying to learn and they just want to be low key. Other people are totally excited and want to show people their journey. So I get it. You know what I mean? So I work with everybody at their pace. I work with everybody at their level. Everything is customized. What I did for Shri, example, is not the same thing I did for Carlos. Carlos got a whole different approach. Like, I don't have a cookie cutter approach. Like, when you come in here, you get this. When you come in here, you get that. When you come into the program, you get customization to you. I can't just give you, like, here's the workout routine that I recommend. No. It's no different than, like, when you go to a bodybuilder and you're trying to, like, you know, get a workout regimen. A good bodybuilding coach or a good strength coach or whatever, they're going to see where you are and evaluate you. And then what they're going to do is, based off of your lifts, based off of your strength, based off of your experience, then they're going to customize a program. Then they're going to customize a nutrition plan. My program is very similar to that, except it's boxing. And I teach it through boxing. You see what I'm saying? I've had the experience to work with the person who knows absolutely nothing to multiple. I've worked with multiple world champions. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. So it's going to be a customized program. Drillers make killers. Drill, and you will become very good. A bunch of things you can drill. Lots of good drills in the course. Oh, Caesar, you checked out the course. Okay, very dope. Coach Anthony, real talk. I watch your videos while I shadow box. I try to make myself feel the pressure and uncomfortable. Listen, man, you're a talented boxer, man. You're so hard on yourself, man. You're so hard on yourself, man. But you are such a talented boxer. Can you please post something in the community today? Even if it's an old video, are you in the community on the Facebook? You were on the other one, but did you ever move over to the Facebook? Timothy, did you ever move over to the Facebook community? Can you let me know in the chat? Because I haven't seen you post anything, and you're part of the community. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. And look, I'm actually quite surprised. Guys, that there's less people on the live at 8:39 p.m. But if I got on here, I bet you if I get on here again tonight at like 11, 12 o'clock at night, there's going to be more people. That's so weird to me. All this time I've been thinking that 8 o'clock is like the prime time hour, but I guess maybe later is better in this situation. I don't know. I don't have Facebook right now, coach. I be staying ghost healing and training, becoming my best. That's all good. That's all good. And for people who don't have Facebook, I just tell people just make a dummy Facebook just to get into the program, right? So you don't need to make like a Facebook and like add all your family and friends, right? Just make that Facebook so you can have something to join the community with, because that's how it's just easier that way. I found that I tried other platforms. I even tried, my website has a community option. And what I realized is it was just people didn't like doing it because you had to go into the website, you had to go into the login, you had to do that. So it's so much easier with Facebook because you can literally have the app on your phone and you can just get right in there. So if you just make like a dummy account just so you can join the community and we can keep up with your progress, that's always cool too. You know what I mean? Hey, coach, when doing drills, is it better to do them for reps or time round? It just depends. But me personally, I would say timed rounds because you're fighting for specific amount of minutes, right? So if you're fighting for 3 minutes, the goal is to get 3 minutes worth of work, right? So when I say not 3 minutes, you're fighting 3 minutes per round, so that's how we like to do our drills. We like to do everything functional, everything boxing specific. But if there's a situation where like maybe we don't have a timer or something, then I might just, make you do it for reps. You know what I mean? I might make up a number and say, I want 100 of these or 100 of these or whatever. For whatever reason, if there's just like, or if I just want to switch it up, there's always an option of switching things up. But for the most part, time is the key. You know what I mean? Timing is the key. Should you spar if you're not going to compete? I think you should. I mean, a lot of people spar. I knew a kid that was super talented that never fought a day in his life. And he used to beat up pros in the gym. Like literally, he could beat up professional boxers. He's never had an amateur fight, but he's been boxing for like 10 plus years. And he sparred his ass off. He was just a gym fighter. He just liked to box, but he didn't want to take it to the next level. I don't think he really wanted to fully commit to the training. He didn't want to fully commit to the nutrition. He just didn't have the urgency to fight, but he could box. So I think 100%, if you are looking to apply the skills that you're learning, then one of the main things you have to do is spar. Like, it's okay to box without sparring. It's okay. Fitness and self-defense and stuff like that. You're still going to learn something, but you'll never know if you can actually apply it. And you'll never build that confidence to the next level until you actually spar. And you got to go through a certain amount of things. And look, put it this way, guys, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I never boxed as a professional. I fought as an amateur, never boxed as a professional. But I got so many rounds of sparring under my belt, and I've sparred many of professionals in my life, okay, that I am confident to teach what I am teaching because I can actually do this stuff in a real situation. I can actually get in the ring with a professional. I don't know about now because your boy getting a little bit older nowadays, but I can get in the ring with a professional and pull off exactly what I'm trying to teach you. Not an amateur. I can do it with a professional. Okay. So my thing is, in order to have that kind of confidence, you got to pay your dues a certain way. I paid it through a lot of sparring. Okay. And I think that's why the professional fighters that deal with me trust me, because even though I didn't fight professional, They see how I demonstrate. They see what I'm explaining. They see that it makes sense. I can show them. I can tell them. I can teach them. Is a respect level there that, okay, he's not just a bullshit guy. Now, if you're just a guy who's never, ever, 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 ever fought before, never even felt a punch to the face before, it's going to be a little bit different with your confidence level. You're going to be like, I don't know, because I never, when somebody really puts you under that gun, you're going to be like, did you ever do this? Did you ever really feel that shot? Did you know what that feels like? Like that, and that's when everything starts to fall apart, right? That's why a lot of professional fighters, you know what I mean? They're like, man, I want my coach to have been a professional fighter. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody who's been through what you're going through. You know what I mean? I get that. You know what I mean? So anyway, you definitely want to spar if you really want to know. You got to know what you can endure. You got to know, you want to know what you can handle. You want to know what your limitations are. And there's only one way to find out. Mix it up. But never spar without the guidance or the supervision of a professional coach, because you need somebody who's going to protect you. There's an old saying in boxing, sometimes you got to protect the fighter from himself. So you have to be under the guidance of somebody who's going to stop the sparring if it's getting out of hand, whether you're getting hurt or you're hurting the person. See what I'm saying? You got to be under the guidance of somebody who's going to correct your errors, correct your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You might be doing something, you might think it's good, and your coach might say, time, come in. Yo, don't do it like that. Nah, but it's landing. I don't care if it's landing. It's landing against him. It ain't going to land against that professional that you're about to freaking box next week. See what I'm saying? We got to do it like this. See, that's where the extra set of eyes comes into play. That's where the experienced teacher comes into play. And that's what all athletes need. That's why it's always better to work with somebody. You know what I mean? I see kids that spar without coaches, and I'm just like, I see it on the internet all the time. I'm like, these poor kids, they think they're doing something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's just going to get hurt. You feel what I'm saying? And we don't want that. Boxing's not just about hurting people. Boxing's about learning, growing, getting better, progressing. You see what I'm saying? That's what the game is really for. Can someone coach without boxing? Yes. Yes, I do believe you can still become a coach without being a fighter, but you need to be under the guidance of a real coach. You see what I'm saying? Like every coach that I know personally that's never fought before was under the guidance of a coach that either fought before or has trained multiple world champions. And now you're learning from an experienced coach. But you have to learn from that experienced coach. Example, Teddy Atlas. I think Teddy Atlas is a phenomenal boxing mind. I don't know about him as a trainer, but I know he's a phenomenal boxing mind. When I listen to Teddy Atlas talk, I say to myself, this guy knows what he's talking about. This guy knows what he's saying. I never really disagree with Teddy Atlas. I'm going to be honest. I really don't. Like when I listen to Teddy, I'm like, yeah, I agree. That's for the most part, right? And he's a little bit, theater act. How do you say theater act? Can somebody say the damn word? But, he's like a little bit like, he's a showsman, I guess you should say, as a trainer. But overall, his information is solid. I don't think he's ever fought as a professional. I think he had like one amateur fight or something like that, which is fine. But he had Customato. Customato was his mentor. Okay. Now, I don't think Customato fought much. I think Customato had 3 fights or something like that, they said, as an amateur, not even a professional. But who taught Customato? Now, I don't know the answer to that. I'm not like the best historian, but I know for a fact that he learned from somebody, right? And the thing is, he has enough experience with world champions to now you can teach somebody how to coach. Example, Emmanuel Stewart, another fighter. He fought as an amateur, but he never fought as a professional. But Emmanuel Stewart worked with so many world champions that after a while, you just know how to teach. And honestly, I don't think that you have to be a fighter to be a world-class trainer. I don't. But I think you need to have some fighting experience. You see what I'm trying to say? You need to have some fighting experience. There's nobody saying you have to be Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao to be the best coach. That's not true at all. But you do need to understand what it feels like to get punched in the face. You do have to understand what it feels like to get tired in a boxing ring. You do have to understand the difficultness to execute some of the counter punches that you're trying to execute. You do need to understand those things, because if you think that you're just going to teach a guy to do something and he's just going to do it, if you don't have the understanding of how complicated that move is or how complex that move is, you're going to get your guy hurt. Like example, we teach guys to shoulder roll and fire back a right uppercut. We teach guys to shoulder roll and bring the right hand. Me and Eddie Chambers talked about this on Monday. As simple as that move looks, that freaking move is hard to do. Shoulder rolling and coming back with a straight right hand, as easy as Floyd Mayweather makes it look, is freaking hard to do against a quality guy. Now, you can pull it off against a guy that you're light years better than, but quality guy is very difficult to do. That's why in the Philly shelf system, I actually have another alternative technique that we do, okay? That's a defensive technique. It's a defense to a defense. But the thing is, you have to understand that as a coach, even though that's a move, I know it's hard to do. And we understand that we have to drill that move over and over and over and over again. And then we need to practice it against a certain level of guy before we bring it out. I tell guys all the time, when I'm teaching them the shoulder roll in real life, I'll say, listen, don't pull this out in sparring. I'm just working with you on this. I'll let you know when you're ready to do this. And they'll say, okay, I get it. So we'll work the shoulder roll. We'll work it. But when they spar, guess what they do? Hands up. Why? Because I don't want them to try it yet. We're working it behind closed doors. But when it's time to spar, right here. You see what I'm saying? All of a sudden, I might say, all right, this round, depending on the guy that we're boxing, and this is sparring, not a fight, I'm gonna say, all right, let's try to work on some shoulder rolling, some bending of the waist. Let's try some of that stuff. And then guys will go out there and try it. And based on how they perform is when I'll say, okay, this kid got it. You see what I'm saying? Or I'll say, scratch that, not for you. But it takes experience. It takes a certain level of educated boxing mind to be able to make those determinations. A regular guy who just came off the street who thinks he knows boxing, he's going to get somebody knocked the hell out, because the way you view the world and the way I view the world are two different ways. You see what I'm saying? The way I view business, the way you view business. Imagine me trying to view business the same way Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos views business, right? My version of business and their version of business, we're both looking at the same thing. We're looking at it from two different lenses, right? Jeff Bezos might look at a building and say, I could turn that into another Amazon. I might look at that building and say, man, what the hell is that, right? So it's just a different perspective when you're dealing with a certain kind of individual. So I know I just ranted, but it's very important that I get this message out. You know what I mean? And how do you get to that level? Years. You got to understand, I've been in boxing for over 2 decades, and I've been coaching for many years, over a decade. And I've had the opportunity to work with professionals, great coaches, great mentors. You see what I'm saying? Before I became confident enough to sit on this table and preach to you guys about boxing. I didn't just pick up a pair of mitts at the age of 17 and make a YouTube channel and say, hey guys, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about, right? I paid my dues. That's why I'm in the position that I am today. You know what I mean? And I believe that that's the best way to do it, to earn it like that. Because when you earn it that way, you can feel good and sleep good at night knowing that you did the best you can and you've given out the best information you can, as opposed to just playing the guessing game at the cost and expense of other fighters' health, right? Is like my man Billy Briscoe likes to say, it's easy to be brave with another man's blood, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna be brave with another man's blood. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm not living my life through another fighter, which a lot of coaches are. A lot of coaches are living their life through fighters. We don't want that. We don't want to be those kind of coaches. We want to be the coach that really wants to help develop and get their fighters to really perform. We don't want to live dreams through fighters. Nah, we are our own individual. I accomplish my dream when my guys are succeeding. And the people who I'm teaching, and when I get testimonials like Carlos saying, you know, in just 1 month, I'm seeing my son improve, get better conditioning, this, that, you know, when I see people smiling, when I see people giving me money saying, here, take my money. I don't want people to be like, damn, coach, you charging that. And I want people to be like, you really? I know the value. Hey, take my money. That's the money I want. I don't want the money that's like forced. Keep your money. I'm good. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you're like, nah, I know what this is worth, and I see that twinkle in your eye, and I'm like, nah, this person gets it. Come on, let's go. Let's get to work. You feel me? So that's how I view it. Appreciate it, champ. Yo, Coach Anthony sparred my 12-year-old son earlier today. That's what's up, man. How did he do? I remember I hated Mayweather until I got into the ring with a defensive guy, a good one, and it changed my mind. The guy makes you work really hard and makes you pay for every mistake. Nah, man, Mayweather's a master. A master. If boxing was karate or like Taekwondo or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Floyd Mayweather be a freaking 5th degree black belt grand master. You see what I'm trying to say? Boxing doesn't give out those kind of titles other than world champion and stuff like that. But Floyd is like the grand master of this shit. Like, you gotta respect Floyd. You ain't gotta like him. You can be like, oh man, he's arrogant. You know, he's a show off. You know, he's fighting YouTubers. How dare him fight YouTubers after, you know, fighting more world champions than any professional boxer in history and paving the way and showing people how to get rich in this sport and giving us the game and being one of the best defensive boxers we've ever seen and beating everybody who they put in front of him. How dare him do exhibitions when he already retired? How dare that guy? See what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. But again, you're not forced to like anybody. You ain't got to like him. Okay, I met Floyd Mayweather a couple of times, you know, whatever. I worked corners with Jeff Mayweather, which is his uncle, you know what I mean, with King Muhammad Lawal, professional MMA fighter that fought for Bellator. I had the honor and the opportunity to work corners with Floyd Mayweather's uncle, Jeff Mayweather. Again, another part of my journey. You know what I'm saying? I've had conversations with Jeff Mayweather for years. For years, but I'm talking about for hours at a time. So, you know, I hung out with his father, you know what I mean, took me out, showed me a good time. I got videos of him rapping when we just walking through the hallway. Like, the Mayweather family, they're beautiful people. I got nothing but respect for the family. But Floyd Mayweather may make you not like him based off of certain things that he does. But I know that family, and I know that Floyd Mayweather, I don't know Floyd Mayweather as much as I know his fathers and his uncles and stuff like that. But what I will say about Floyd is the boy's a grandmaster, and you can say whatever you want. He goes down as all-time great. You know what I mean? Greatest of all time? I don't know. That's subjective. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say he's the greatest because there's a lot of fighters I've never seen fight. You know what I mean? And you can't judge a guy that you haven't seen. But this is what I will tell you. He's an all-time great, and he can compete in any era. Put Floyd Mayweather in the 30s, the 20s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. Put him in there with the Sugar Rays. Put him in there with the the Sugar Rays, the Roberto Durans, the Tommy Hearns. Put him in there. He gonna be all right. Put him in the lightweight division when Sugar Shane Mosley was running the division and Duran was running. Put him in there. I'm okay with Floyd being in that division. Go ahead. I got confidence Floyd's going to be all right. Is he going to beat everybody? He might take a L. He might not. But he's going to compete. You better believe that. He's not going to get his ass just pummeled and beat the hell up. You know what I'm saying? He's going to go in any era. He's going to go in any era. And I stand by that. So Floyd's one of the best. You know what I mean? So you got to respect him.
It's 21 hours.
Open up with him. My first time. Hold on. My bad, champ. I'm trying to read. I know your boy sparred my 12-year-old son earlier. I asked you how he did. And you said opened up with him about my first time being dropped. It was by someone smaller than me. What I wanted him to get out of it, though, that it was a flash knockdown. I got up quick and nerves had to calm. I'm a boxing head. I love to talk boxing. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Mayweather overrated, my boy. Ruined boxing with all his pick and choose. He played it safe. I like Roger most out of the Mayweathers would have got destroyed by Hearns. Come on, G-Money. Come on. Cut it out, bro. I can't even have this conversation with you right now. I can't. I really can't. But it's your opinion. You're a human being. You can feel how you want to feel. But I totally disagree with you. Floyd Mayweather did not ruin boxing. Floyd Mayweather fought more world champions than any other fighter in history. Floyd Mayweather fundamentally demonstrates the science of hitting and not getting hit. He executes fantastic footwork. He has one of the best upper body movements in history. His timing is great. His lightweight resume when he was going ahead and he was opening up on guys is incredible. Okay. He fought until his early 40s. Okay. And he looked great. No disrespect to guys like Sugar Ray Leonard and those guys, but about 30 something, they was done. Floyd Mayweather fought Canelo. He was already 37 years old or something like that, or 35 when he fought Canelo. Canelo just looked fantastic 2 fights prior. Everybody was riding Canelo. He fought Floyd. Now all of a sudden, Canelo was too young, too early in his career. Canelo, man, he was a baby. Canelo couldn't beat. Canelo fought Floyd too soon, but then looked spectacular every fight after Floyd. See what I'm saying? Come on, man. We got to look at boxing for what it really is, man. We can't do that. We can't do that, guys. We can't be biased. We have to be realistic. Okay? Floyd Mayweather is not overrated at all. Now, I said earlier in the stream that Floyd Mayweather might not be the GOAT of all time because there's so many fighters in this era, in this world, that we've never even seen. So I'm not going to say he'll beat everybody and be undefeated if he fought everybody. But you mean to tell me you don't think Floyd Mayweather could compete at 147 pounds with Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns and those guys? You don't think he would have been able to compete? Come on, man. Are you serious? He'd have competed. He probably would have won. But we don't know. We'll never know. And that's why it's too difficult to compare. It's too difficult to compare errors, right? We'll never know. But as a boxing mind and a person who can see with my 2 eyes, thank God for that, okay? I know what I'm looking at. And Floyd Mayweather's the real deal. Matter of fact, Floyd Mayweather knew he was the real deal, and he said it in the interview, Okay, and then we're gonna get off the Floyd Mayweather topic because that's not what this is about. But you know, it came up and we just chopping it up tonight, right? We just talking, and I just hope that I can educate a little bit. He knew he was the real deal when he was beating up Frankie Randall at 16 years old. Right after Frankie Randall just beat Julio Cesar Chavez for the welterweight title. So Floyd Mayweather was beating up a man who just beat Julio Cesar Chavez, who was 89-0. And I don't know what you're going to say about Chavez, but he was a great fighter, right? I'm not going to say he's the best, but he was a great fighter. And you're beating up the guy who beat him up in the gym at 16. Let's just remind ourselves this. And that's when you knew you were the real deal. That's what gave you the confidence to go ahead and move forward. Feel what I'm saying? We gotta be careful with what we say when we say overrated. Overrated how? Overrated how, my guy? Seriously. And not only that, just look at what he's doing in the ring. Just use your eyes. Just look at what he's doing. Pay attention to how he makes you miss. Pay attention to how he counter punches. Pay attention to how he shoulder rides punches and fires back. Pay attention to his lateral movement. We're talking about prime Floyd Mayweather. We're not talking about the old Floyd. We're talking about a prime Floyd. And then look at any other fighter you want to look at and tell me somebody who did it better. I'll wait. I'll wait. Feel me? And listen, I don't have no emotional ties to any of this stuff. I just like to have real talk. And this is exactly how I would talk to anybody about this situation. Just real talk. It's all good, G Money. You still my guy. You feel me? But I think we get too comfortable with the word overrated and all these type of things with GOATs. With GOATs. Like, we can't do that with the GOATs, man. Imagine somebody saying Sugar Ray Leonard was overrated. You guys won't say that because it's cool to say guys like Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns were GOATs because their time is gone, right? But when somebody's in the current state, it's easy to say overrated. Guess what's going to happen when Floyd Mayweather passes away? Everybody's going to call him the GOAT. Everybody, even the motherfuckers who hated him. Guess what's going to happen when guys are our age group, when we get to our 60s and 70s and 80s, and the young guys are talking about their guys? You know what we're going to say? He wouldn't have beat Floyd Mayweather because that's our guy when we're 7. But in this day and age, in our current state, we're going to say, fuck Floyd. Fuck him. Nobody likes a winner. You feel me? Set up sparring with Raymond for me. I'll pay. I'm trying to get my name. I'll work them. Clips God, tell me about yourself. What's your boxing experience? How long you been boxing? Answer that question first before I even answer about you sparring Raymond Ford, who's my fighter, who's 13-0, who just came off of a big win. Okay, well, let me not just say my fighter. Me and Coach Reg, who is his other trainer, who was with him longer than me. And we work fantastic as a team together. Big shout out to Coach Reg. Big shout out to T-Ray, Shakur Stevenson's cousin, who is his strength and conditioning coach. We had a great time in Cleveland last week. Big shout out to those guys. But anyway, Clips, talk to me, champ. What kind of boxing experience do you have? You ain't got to pay. We might pay you. What kind of experience do you have? You've been boxing 2 years. Okay. How many fights do you have, I should say, in 2 years? How many amateur fights? And keep it 100 with me. It doesn't matter what the number is. Clips, where you at? Yup, they'll wait to give till he's dead to give him his flowers. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I only got 6, coach, but I'm nice. I'm gonna send you some videos on IG. Listen, Clips, I'll tell you what. You're being respectful. We'll set up the sparring with you and Ray. Absolutely, no problem. And you don't gotta pay. Okay? So when we're back in camp, send those videos and I'll reach out to you. We'll make it happen. You ain't gotta worry about paying. Don't worry, I'll get ready to do it. Not an issue whatsoever. Listen, big shout out to everybody who's in this live right now, man. I got love for everybody. We just having a nice conversation, man. We just talking boxing. You know what I'm saying? We just having a nice conversation. We talking boxing. We set it off talking about the Master Boxing Bundle, guys. 90% off the Master Boxing Bundle. You get a coaching call if you act now. The early bird special gets you the coaching call and the Drillers Make Killer course that isn't even released yet. Once the early bird special over, I'll still have a great deal for Black Friday, but I'm trying to entice people to purchase now and not wait till Black Friday. Okay, so we set it off with Carlos and Aiden. He came in, he showed a lot of love. He talked very positively about the Coach Anthony 2.0 program. I can't say that was more than a testimonial. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring you on next week with videos of your son so we can share his talent and show people how talented he is. We set it off with that. And then we moved into a Floyd Mayweather debate, which is cool. It's just a debate, right? It's no hate. It's just a debate. You can feel how you feel. I feel how I feel. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know what I mean? So big shout out to everybody who's in here. I want to say I got love for everybody, man. It's all good. How do you see a Boots and Ortiz fight playing out? I think it's an interesting fight, but I got Boots. But I do think that Ortiz is a very dangerous fighter. Ortiz has good power, good punches, solid. But I think Boots just does everything better, and he has a better defense. So I'm going to go with Boots. You know what I mean? I think Boots wins that fight. We'll see if the fight ever happens. We'll see if Boots can get a freaking fight. Can Boots get a fight? Can somebody fight Boots, please? And for everybody who says Boots is overrated, can y'all come and whoop his ass then if he's so overrated? We need to see Boots in a fight, man. This poor kid is getting no activity. It's bad when you're too good for your own good. I wonder who Tank is fighting. They already announced it, champ. Let me see if I get the case. It's the dude who beat Chris Colbert, I believe. Let me see real quick.
Fighters on the planet, 25 knockouts, has announced his opponent for January 7th in DC. It's going to be Hector Garcia.
Hector Garcia.
He's a champion. He's undefeated. He's a champion, 130. I've known Hector for many years. He used to train at Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. Now he's training with Bob Santos. Bob Santos, one of the best coaches in boxing. He's had a phenomenal year this year, making 3 world champions,
Well, there you go. There you go. Update from Ellie Setback. Okay. Well, there you go. That's who he's fighting. It's gonna be a good one. Hector Garcia. See what happens. I mean, Hector Garcia, not a bad fighter. We checked him out. He looks pretty good. Not a bad tune-up fight. You know what I mean? Seen so many videos on YouTube by trainers about skipping benefits. Only benefits stated in coordination rhythm, but they forget it builds speed, footwork time. What do you think? Oh, skipping rope. Yeah, no, skipping rope is good all around, champ. It's good for everything. Good for your, like, everything you just mentioned. It's a great way to get a nice sweat without putting too much impact on your body as well. That's another reason why guys skip rope. So yeah, skipping rope is great. Gary Russell versus Raymond Ford. I'll take that fight. Raymond can handle that fight. I like that fight. Jimmy Jones, make it happen. I like that fight for Raymond. Wouldn't mind having a name like Gary Russell on the resume. Why not? $9.16, guys. I wonder, can I stay on here for as long as I did? I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it tonight. Why haven't you quote a price for your mitt work, please? Listen, you're gonna have to come to New Jersey, man, Philadelphia for the mitt work. That's for one. So send me a private message, and we'll set something up for you, man. But you're gonna have to come. I'm not going to New York. I'm not traveling out there. You got to travel to me for the mitt work, champ. Come on, coach. Quote me a price. We'll talk about it. You got my number, right? Oh yeah, guys. For everybody who doesn't have my number, you guys know how to reach me, man. Even though I really just use my text, to let people know what I got going on. I kind of use it as a mass text message, but you guys can text me 215-709-5437. Timothy says, sparring love it. I'm gonna say, he'll attest that I respond. I try to respond. I can't respond to everything, man. I get questions and questions and questions and questions. And I simply just let people know, if you guys really want to deal with me on a personal level, sign up to the program, okay? And there'll be no bullshit. Everything gets cut out the way. You know I'm going to work with you, and that'll be the end of that. But shoot me a text, Timothy. You got the number, man. We'll set up a quote, but you got to come to Philly or, South Jersey, I should say. That's where I'm located right now. And we'll set that up, man. Anybody else, man, who doesn't have my number, grab the number, shoot me a text and say, hey, coach, got your number from the live. I'll respond to you. What do you think about TKO gym, coach? I was there a few times and liked it a lot. It's a good gym, champ. That's where I train Raymond. So it's a good gym, good people. Big shout out to everybody over there. Big shout out to Alex Barbosa, Zeus Barbosa, the two brothers. Big shout out to all the coaches there and all the members there. TKO is a nice facility. It's very well organized, very professional staff, good people. I like the gym. Very good gym. What's your favorite aspect of the boxing journey? Man, just learning, man. learning. Even as a coach, I get excited when I learn something. You know, I learn some new way to, you know, add value to my fighter's skill set. I learned some new way to, you know, wrap hands, or I learned something new about the business, or I learned something new about, you know, rehydration, or if I learned something new about anything, man, anything, you know what I'm saying? It's just the education, the process as a coach right now is my favorite part, you know, watching the fighters grow, watching people develop. It's just super, it's just boxing journey is lit, man. There's just so much you learn about yourself, you know, and it gives you an identity, man. You know, I can't see myself without being attached to boxing in some form or another. You know, once you attach yourself to boxing, it's like it's stuck on you forever, man. You know what I mean? Even people who only box for a little while, it's like it stays with them, man. It's just one of those sports, man. It's a beautiful sport, man. It's so dope. I think every man and woman should learn how to box. I think it's something that everybody should have in their back pocket. You know, that's my personal opinion. Somebody might say jiu-jitsu. Somebody might say karate, taekwondo. I choose boxing. Boxing's my self-defensive choice. I think that everybody should learn it. You know what I mean? But that's my opinion. But yeah, boxing, you just learn so much about it, man. It's just a beautiful thing, man. And look how it connects people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel connected to the people who are in this chat right now, and it's because of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm motivated every day to try to help more people and answer as many questions as I can and help people along their, you know, their journey with the game. Like, you can't do, I mean, you could do that with anything, but I love the fact that we can do it with boxing. Yo, to show people doing Mitchell, wow. Yo, I would do, they would go crazy. Shoot me a text, champ. Should 3 rounds of jump rope and 3 rounds of shadow boxing be enough for someone training for their first amateur fight? I mean, the jump rope, maybe. The shadow boxing, I just think it just depends, man. It just depends on what is the goal of the shadow boxing that day. So anywhere from 3 to 6 rounds, you know, anywhere from 3 to 6 rounds. Coach, I will share a nugget with you for your fighters. Keep your chin tucked at all times if possible. Not even if possible. Keep your chin tucked at all times. End the sentence right there. You know what I'm saying? Golden nugget, man. Peace. See y'all. You guys are awesome. Thank you, champ. Talk to you soon. I just did. I'm at work. All right, champ. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, I got you, champ. Coach is me. Look, I'm going to send you a thumbs up so you don't think I'm BSing you. Nah, yeah, thumbs up. Boom. Thumbs up, champ. Confirm in the chat that I just sent you a text. All right, cool. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna cut it right now, man. I might get back on here in a couple of hours, man. If I can't sleep, man, I'm gonna get back on here. I want to say everybody, thank you for pulling up, and you guys already know, man. Go to the website, guys. Do not hesitate. Do not hesitate. Go to the website. Grab yourself that Master Boxing Bundle. Join the program. Now is the time, man. All right, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Everybody wants to know how to box a southpaw. Everybody who's a southpaw who wants to learn how to box. The opposite stance. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna give away all the secrets. We're gonna teach you so many great things, man. And luckily we got a guy right here who could box both stands, orthodox and southpaw, and fast in the chambers. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna learn a lot. You guys made a very wise decision, so let's not waste no time. Let's get right into it. Peace.